Put your safety belt on. The driver's seat with Lebang Kgosana.
Welcome to the driver's seat with myself, Lebang Kgosana. As I mentioned earlier on, I am currently very full and I'm so satisfied because I've just been blessed with such an array of amazing food. I had some jollof rice from Nigeria. I had some jollof rice from Ghana. So I'm just an African girl right now, living my best African life. That's what it definitely feels like. And I'm so blessed. On top of eating very well, I'm also in studio, joined by this afternoon's guest, a very, very, very talented young gentleman by the name of Adetunji Omotola. And he's an African thought leader, author, consultant, and researcher with degrees in law, sociology, and communications research. Now, he regularly appears on TV and radio to discuss challenges, opportunities, markets, and all sorts of economic issues impacting African nations. Now, Tunji established the Guild of Nigerian Professionals in South Africa to promote unity among Nigerian professionals living in the country. Wow. Tunji, welcome to the driver's seat. It is such a pleasure to have you here this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Lebang. Good afternoon to you and your listeners. Thank you for having me.
100%. So, Tunji, I want to just take this moment to brag about the amazing food that we just tasted. It was really a one-of-a-kind experience, and I must admit, I've had a lot of jollof rice in my life before, but the way that I just tasted it now, there was just something about it. And also you guiding my taste buds and, just letting us live the full experience. Can I say that this is only a little bit of what we can expect to experience this Sunday at your event?
Absolutely. Look, it's this Jollof Wars that we're having. First of all, as you know, West Africa, there's a lot of flora and fauna.
Yes.
Rainforest. There's so many different landscapes, and it's a region of Africa that is blessed with so much diversity, so many different tribes, and so this war, it's like almost a decade old, and
sure.
the countries that are driving the war are Ghana and Nigeria, and as I said to you earlier, we're rivals on many levels, so it's going to be very powerful. It's going to be an experience. We're going to have South African, a South African lady who's going to come and show us the South African style. Because jollof is not actually limited only to Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal. You've also got Mali, you've got Cameroon, you've got Gambia, because Gambia and Senegal used to be one country, but
yes.
Before the British and the French decided to put a knife and cut it into two. So yeah, it's going to be a beautiful experience. We're proud of the guys who have accepted to come and cook for us on Sunday.
Sure.
So you bring your best nose and your best palate.
Yes, of course. Tunji, tell us a bit about the origin of jollof rice. So to your point, for the past 10 years, it's been Nigeria versus Ghana, but also you've shared how it's very versatile. Where does jollof rice actually originate? And also, I think it's so great that other countries are allowed to make their own versions and, put a twist on it, but still keep that original jollof energy alive. So tell us about the origin of jollof rice.
Okay. So in the 14th century, thereabout in Senegal, a place called St. Louis. In fact, it came as an accident. So what they were using prior to making this dish was barley. And when they ran out, this lady tried rice. And that's how jollof was born. And the term jollof actually originates from the largest tribe in Senegal, called the Wolof people. And yes, so in Gambia, the Wolofs are a smaller population, where in Senegal, they're the largest population. And there used to be a jollof empire in Senegal. So that's where the term jollof comes from. So there are a people actually called the Jollof people.
The Jollof
like
people.
The way you have Zulus and
Yes.
Pedis and Shangan.
Yes.
So that's the source. But for whatever it's worth, Nigerians and Ghanaians have taken it to another level. They're fighting over something that they didn't originate.
Of course. I'm not even mad at that. Again, I think it's great that other countries can inherit a taste and want to reinvent it. And I must say, Nigeria and Ghana are like neck and neck. For years, it has been a tug of war. Which country is better? Who can cook it best? And I think Sunday is going to be a lovely eye-opener, especially if you're a foodie and you love, you've got a palate for very delicious, I don't want to say soulful, I want to say flavorful.
Absolutely.
And if you want to travel with your taste buds, then Sunday is definitely the kind of event that you should be attending. So what exactly can we expect to experience this Sunday at the Jollof Wars, South Africa? And also, is there any significance in the event taking place this Sunday?
Yes. So the event obviously is a straightforward competition. The folks get there, they jump in, obviously they will have all their spices, their onions, tomatoes, their curry, the ginger, all of that, thyme, bay leaves, all of that. So you have that. And it's time bound, of course. We're not going to make it open-ended, even though the event is 5 hours from 12 to 5, but we're going to keep it tight. But the date is actually a special date in African history. If you remember, 10th of November 1995, a gentleman by the name Ken Saro-Wiwa, a great author who got the posthumous Nobel Peace Prize nomination a year later.
Wow.
He was killed by the military junta at that time. If you remember, even President Mandela led the sanctions on Nigeria to be removed from the Commonwealth. So Saro-Wiwa was born on October 10, 1941. And he died on 10th of November 1995. So it's 29 years anniversary of Ken Saro-Wiwa. And so we're very passionate about great African icons. So we decided to tie this war to Saro-Wiwa's 29th memorial anniversary. So it's a double barrel.
Sure.
So we'll have a little conversation first.
Yeah.
Talk about Saro-Wiwa, what his death meant, the people he was fighting for, the Ogoni people. Of course, they got some compensation from the company that they were at loggerheads with, about $15 million.
Sure.
But it still pales into insignificance the level of degradation, environmental degradation that still continues to happen in that region, pollution and all that. So yeah, so whilst we're cooking the jollof, we'll still be having conversations around Africa, the Africa we want. It's a Sunday, it's in November, the weather is going to be beautiful.
Sure.
So, and then we will also have on the sidelines, of course, some African snacks.
Oh.
So for people who like things like chin chin and all of that, and magwenya and all of that, we're promising to sneak that in like hors d'oeuvres.
Yes. No, I love that. It really sounds like there is an actual purpose behind the event other than just the food competition, and to honor the event and use it as an honor really makes sense, and it makes it more worth it, if I can say.
Absolutely.
So in the forms of entertainment, musically, arts, what else other than the food and the jollof competition can we expect to be entertained by?
We're trying to keep those a surprise, but trust me, there will be a wine tasting.
Oh.
And one's ears will be melodic on the day. There will be melody. Wherever there's jollof, there's already melody anyway. You're going to be hearing lots of pots and pans being opened and closed. I mean, I think cooking itself, just watching people cook, and the aromas that start to come out, because sometimes people, the process of making the food, in my view, sometimes is equally as powerful as the part where you need to then eat the food.
It's spiritual.
Yes. So looking at the whole process, and the presentation and all of that, the judging, and then the feedback from the judges, I think that's entertainment. Like I was saying to somebody, I said, when you want to go and watch soccer, right, you don't expect too much beyond the soccer. Yeah, it's great to have acts in between at halftime, but what people are really there for is the game. So I think what most people want to see is the competition, the tense nature, people sweating, people, maybe worried about what they've cooked, the anxiety and all of that. So that's the main event.
That's the main act,
but
yes.
we will, of course, it's summer, and it's a beautiful venue, the Bread Box Bakery Studios and Halfway Gardens, and there's a beautiful balcony, so we can even overlook the car park. So you can even see your car parks while you're tasting jollof.
2 birds, 1 stone. I like it. No, I'm definitely here for it. Sure, I want to encourage you at home, if you're listening right now and you want to meet like-minded Africans who really see the bigger picture, which is that we are truly all one. We are cut from the same cloth. Within ourselves, we are so powerful. And this is something that we are taught. We are not taught, in fact. This is something you discover for yourself along the lines. And I can't help but feel that whatever's going to happen on Sunday is going to spark, like something even better. There'll be more Jollof War events happening. It's going to go to more cities in the country, more countries on the continent. And if the backbone of this event is truly One Africa, let's all come together. Food is a huge bringer of people. Food, music, sports, all of those things that we love. Art, anything with a creative, smell or smidge will bring people together. So where can we get tickets? If somebody wants to participate, how can they do so? So we can wrap up.
Okay, so to get tickets, you can go to the website www.jollofwarsa.co.za, www.jollofwarsa.co.za, and also you can go to web tickets. So the tickets are there, and the cost is, there's no more early bird, but you still can procure tickets at $395 for participants, and those who want to join to come and cook on Sunday, there's still a few spaces left.
Stunning, good.
So that's 1,000 Rand only.
Nice,
so yeah,
very affordable. Awesome. And on social media, what are your handles? Where can we stalk you guys?
It's Jollof Wars _SA on Instagram, and the same for Twitter, and we're Jollof Wars South Africa on Facebook.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Adetunji Omotola. Thank you for making the time to join us this afternoon on the driver's seat. We will be seeing you on Sunday.
See you soon.
And after what I just ate,
Wahala.
I'll be overeating on Sunday. Maybe I must bring all 6 of my kids so we can all eat. I'm not cooking Sunday lunch.
No wahala.
It's a jollof lunch on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Put your safety belt on. The driver's seat with Lebang Kgosana.